Hello, this is Mr. White. We're on Chapter 14, Ecosystems and Human Activity. This is Lesson 1, Protecting Land and Soil. My Planet Diary. Life beneath your feet. The soil beneath your feet may not look very interesting, but it's packed with life. Many microscopic organisms live in soil and affect the lives of other organisms. Some bacteria, like the Pseudomonas shown above, can protect plants from disease. Hundreds of thousands of soil mites can live in a single square meter of soil. And tiny worms called nematodes eat plants, bacteria, fungi, and even other nematodes. What are some sources of land pollution? The 4th of July parade is over. People have gone home, but the trash isn't gone. Paper, plastic bags, apple cores, and gum wrappers litter the streets. Trash is a form of land pollution, or the contamination of Earth's land. Most land pollution results from human activities. Producing trash and dumping waste from agriculture, industry, homes, mining, and other human activities are some sources of land pollution. Types of land pollution. Earth's land is an important resource. Think about the crops and animals that provide food, such as the food shown in Figure 1. Crops and animals need space to live. You need land too. Your home is probably on land. Your family car is parked on land when you go shopping. The buildings you shop in are built on land. However, the amount of usable land is limited. People need to protect it. Two types of land pollution are solid waste and chemical contamination. Trash left after a parade is solid waste. Animal waste are also solid waste. The chemicals found in pesticides and herbicides that farmers put on their crops to kill insects and weeds are examples of chemical contamination. These chemicals can enter the soil and contaminate or pollute it. Sources of land pollution. Natural events such as volcano eruptions can cause land pollution, but human activities are the major source of land pollution. These activities include agriculture, mining, energy production, and manufacturing. In addition, people produce sewage and garbage from everyday living. Waste produced during human activities have either a point source or a non-point source. A point source is a specific source of pollution that can be easily identified. For example, the crowds watching a parade are a point source of trash. A non-point source may be widespread or come from somewhere unknown. Chemicals in soil have non-point sources of pollution if their origin is unknown. Learn more about how human activities can cause land pollution in Figure 2. Agricultural waste. Animal waste and the chemicals in fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides can pollute soil. Once in the soil, the chemicals may be absorbed by plant roots. People and animals may then eat the plants and ingest these chemicals. Sewage waste. The water and waste that people wash down drains are called sewage. Sewage includes solid waste that contain harmful microorganisms. In city sewer systems, the microorganisms are killed in waste treatment plants. However, many homes in rural areas process sewage in underground tanks. Harmful microorganisms can enter soil and the water supply if a tank leaks or fails. Mining and manufacturing waste. Waste from mines may pile up. Factories produce metals and chemical waste when products are made. If these wastes enter the soil, they can harm animals that eat the plants growing there. Polluted soil may prevent some crops from growing. Energy production. Oil and coal are major sources of energy. Pipelines and underground storage tanks can leak oil into the soil. When power plants burn coal, coal ashes are formed. Coal ashes contain toxic chemicals, much like the ashes produced naturally by erupting volcanoes. Garbage. Garbage is anything people discard. Some garbage, such as paper and food waste, is biodegradable. It breaks down by natural processes and forms harmless substances. Other garbage, such as plastic items and metal cans, is not biodegradable. It decomposes slowly. Land pollution in an ecosystem. Chemical pollutants on land or in soil usually spread through an ecosystem. For example, the brown pelican was once common along the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. Although these large birds had few natural enemies, their population decreased dramatically during the 1940s. By the 1960s, they had almost disappeared from the region. The brown pelicans' disappeared because the shells of their eggs were so thin that they broke before the young hatched. High levels of DDT in the bodies of the brown pelicans were causing their egg shells to get thinner. Scientists discovered how pelicans got DDT into their bodies. First, plants growing near the water's edge absorbed DDT from the soil. Fish ate the plants. Then the brown pelicans ate the fish. Use Figure 3 to show the pathway of DDT through the ecosystem. How can land pollution be reduced? People need to produce less trash to reduce the amount of land pollution. Reducing, reusing, and recycling can reduce the amount of trash and land pollution. You can do many things to reduce the amount of trash you produce. For example, you can avoid buying products that are overly packaged. You can compost kitchen scraps and yard waste instead of throwing them in the trash can. You can use fewer paper products by using washable dishes, metal utensils, and glass cups instead of disposable ones. Reusing items also cuts down on waste. It avoids or delays throwing an item in the trash. Save and reuse grocery bags. Donate unwanted clothing to charity. Recycling turns waste items into valuable resources. In addition, making new items from recycled items saves energy and raw materials. Recycled plastic bottles can become t-shirts, combs, and picnic tables. Aluminum cans can be cleaned and used over and over. Look at Figure 4.